Hi, and welcome to a special edition of Grommet Live. Greg here with Marcy, and we are so excited to share with you some new products that just launched on Grommet. And Marcy, this week we have 5 special items that we're going to be sharing with shoppers, showing them all about what they do, how they can help you to live a little better, and how you can claim a special discount for checking it out. What's got you excited about this week's show?
I am so excited about the show in general because, as you know, I'm a huge Grommet fan, have been for years and years. And for me, every single product that you guys select are all these sort of problem solving products that make life easier. And I am all about that. My life's a bit hectic. So when I'm looking around at all the products we're going to show you today, every one of them meets that criteria. So I kind of geek out on them. It's like Christmas around my house all the time because you're sending me these and I get to play with them and really use them and get a feel for how good they are or not. And I love that we have this forum to be able to share our opinions and our thoughts on each one of them with all of you so that we can make shopping and really sifting through all the products that are out there these days that much easier. So
Yes.
I love this show and I'm so excited to be doing it with you.
And make sure as you go through, we're going to be sharing links to all of these products. And when you head on over to the Grommet, which I have on the screen for you guys right now, you see all these big numbers on the right-hand side. That is where you can upvote for these products. So even if you're not quite ready to purchase it today, but you're like, you know what? I really like that product. I want to come back to that at a later time. Make sure you upvote these products. And in exchange for an upvote, you're going to see this cool little animation happen in just a second. We're going to give you 20% off to try this product. And that saves up here in your My Votes tab, where you can see everything that you've ever voted for on Grommet to go back, especially as we get into the holidays and you want to get that holiday wish list taken care of. You can get it all in one place. So make sure that you upvote for all of the cool products that you like here today as we go. So, Marcy, let's jump right in with our first item today. I love this one. It's been a Grommet favorite for a really long time. It is the Foxgloves grip. Right now, they are doing amazing on Grommet this week. You're trying them on. I'm going to try them on as well. She has been an incredible maker, someone I love supporting. Let's talk about these gloves and, what are they and why are they so cool to be sharing with everyone here today?
Well, I got to tell you, I was so excited when these arrived. When they first arrived, I thought they were for my daughter because she was getting ready to do her Halloween costume. So I thought maybe she got these for a Halloween costume. And when I realized they were actually for me, I was so happy because I am a gardener. Gardening is one of my favorite things to do. It is just my stress release. And I have never found an amazing pair of garden gloves. They're always too big. I can never feel, things. You actually do want to feel the plants sometimes and actually be able to get a good grip on things when you're gardening. And when I tried these for the first time, I was kind of blown away by them. And I know that the woman who created them is actually a horticulturist and a landscape designer. Am I saying that right? Can't remember exactly what it was, but she designed them out of necessity for herself and really wanting what I just described, that kind of tactile feel. So they're really, really durable, but at the same time, you can absolutely feel through them. Like it's almost like it's your own skin, but it's not. So we have a lot of rose bushes. And so that those thorns are really tough on me. And the fact that these are so thin, I was a little nervous about whether those thorns would penetrate, and they don't. So they're actually very protective. So it's deceiving because they are so thin, so they don't feel bulky, which I love. And then they've got that silicone grip on it that I'm hoping you can see it there, the bumps. So it's very grippy, which is super helpful with all the different tools and things. I love the color that I got. I love the periwinkle. And I also really appreciate that these are higher than normal garden gloves because, again, with our rose bushes, I'm getting scratches and cuts all the time up here, but this covers it up. And then the last thing I love about it is that I learned that they are SPF 50. So you're actually getting that sun protection through the material, which is super cool. And I know most people don't realize that the sun does penetrate material. I do know that. And I do know at my age, my hands are starting to show those sort of little age spots, unfortunately. But so knowing that these have that sun protection is really kind of just this added bonus. So I am in love with these. I really, really like them. And I can see using them outside of the garden too for so many uses. But
Yeah,
definitely for
and
gardening for
again,
him.
multiple colors that they come in, amazing grip, so much cool stuff that they have. I'm going to pull up their page one more time. That is on the Grommet right now. And if you use that QR code that's on the page right now, it'll take you to the page that you're seeing on the screen where you can upload this product, get 20% off. And the amazing thing is these are $28 retail, but for you Grommet shoppers, when you upvote the product, $22.40, we will get them over to you so that you can check them out. Make sure that you give them an upvote. They would truly, truly love that. And such a very, very cool product that we're getting to show off here today.
I also think
Absolutely
I
love
was
that.
just thinking as you were talking, what a great gift. I mean, that's because the colors are so pretty that you could even put together sort of a bundle thing with some gardening seeds or things like that. But I mean, anybody who enjoys gardening would love having these. At least women would. I don't know if you would wear that, Greg. Would you?
My wife would, right? Like in the backyard, gardening in the back. I agree. Perfect holiday present for that gardener in your life. Another cool present on the gadget side as we move into
Yeah.
the next product today is something called the PowerHold Charge and View. This thing is actually super duper cool, and something both you and I, Marcy, saw when we got this is in the packaging, it didn't have a ton of information, directions, kind of things. And it took a couple minutes for me to figure out like a Rubik's Cube, like trying to figure out like, how do I open this? But once you and I both figured this thing out, it is a really, really cool power charger for your phone and a holder. Why don't you tell everybody some of the cool things you found out when you got to check this out?
Well, Greg, I'm very impressed with you that it only took you a few minutes to figure it out. I actually had this for several days before I figured out how to use it. And you're right. So the packaging does not have instructions in it. So I finally did go to the Grommet site. I watched the video and that taught me how to do it. But I was actually thinking, oh gosh, it doesn't work. I mean, I would turn it on, I would see the lights, and I was thinking, this doesn't work. But I was wrong. And once I figured out how to use it, I am obsessed with this thing. This is my favorite charger I have ever used. I'm not just saying that. And let me show you all the reasons why. First of all, it is a little tricky to get open, but once you get it open, and then even then I was like, what the heck? What do I do with this? But so now you're seeing inside, and then inside it's got the two different chargers. So for iOS, Apple, iPhones, and then for Android. So you've got the two choices there. You're charging it with USB-C, which it does come with, obviously. And then you'll know how charged it is with the little lights right here. Mine is actually not charged right now. I apologize for that. So you're seeing just the one light there. But when you put your phone in it, you're going to just plug it in right there. The thing I love the most is there are no cords. You're seeing my little kitties right there. No cords. So see, this is the length of the cord right there. So when you charge it, you're actually putting it inside of this. You're stretching this over like that. And so it's attached to the back of your phone. So you can actually, and I use this, I put my finger right there. So it's easy to carry my phone. And it's attached like that. So I can be on the phone, I can be texting or whatever while it's charging. And I'm not dealing with, I do have a lot of those mobile chargers, but they're over here with this long cord, and it's just so cumbersome and annoying. When I'm at the gym, that's really always tough. This at the gym is so great when it needs to be charged. I don't have to have a cord hanging out. Love that. And then the other thing I love is it's also a stand. So I am someone that whether it's I'm reading a book or whatever it is on my phone at night, I do like to be on my phone. And so having this on my nightstand and this just holds it up for me like that is so nice. It's such a nice added feature. And even when I'm working, I have it on the stand next to my computer and I can just kind of type on it right next to me. So that's how the stand works. You're just kind of bending it backwards like that. So super clever. It charges really fast, which I appreciated, meaning that it charges the battery itself charges fast. And then it also charged my phone really fast. So I don't know if it's one of those lightning ones or what it is, but it works really, really well. And I am kind of obsessed with it. And I love when it's one of those surprises where at first I didn't love it because I couldn't figure it out. And then it ends up being my favorite charger I've ever used.
Yeah, super cool, super compact. I brought this to my kids' baseball game over the weekend. It just was in my back pocket. Phone started dying because we're, taking tons of videos of the kids. Pulled this right out, charged the phone up right away. Really love this product. And I'm going to pull up their page on Grommet where you can see a little bit more about the product. some really cool colors on this, so you can pick your favorite color that you want. You can see the video of how it works here. This is the video that both Marcy and I went to kind of figure it out. We're like, we know this thing's cool. We just got to like break the code. We were able to do that, and it worked really, really well. Make sure you give these guys an upvote. Again, this is probably something really cool if you're, a mom or a dad on the go, if you are someone who's constantly that person whose phone is dead, or if you know that person, great giftable item as well. Get 20% off when you go and upvote this product on Grommet right here, right now, today. Absolutely love these guys and what they have put together. Once you figure it out, it unlocks so many different possibilities. So any last words on this, Marcy, before we head to the next one?
Yeah, I just got to say again, what a great gift. And it's unisex. I really struggle with buying gifts for older boys for some reason. And so, because of all the fun colors, I mean, everybody needs a phone charger. And to be able to give one that is so kind of wow, it's such a fun gift to give. And so, thinking stocking stuffers coming right around the corner. So, this is a good one for sure. And with that 20% off, it's a great price for how robust of a charger it is as well.
Oh, I love that. So make sure you hit that QR code, get over to that page on Grommet, give the PowerHold charge and view and upvote, get 20% off. Again, great gift maybe for yourself to put in your stockings, or a great gift for that person in your life. Very, very cool product. The next one we have is for all of our dog owners out there. And I love when we have really cool pet products, especially when we have pet products that like do something really, really cool. And I know this was made for grooming. You found a really cool use for it. But I remember when we had our dog, she was a big shedder. And after the bath, I'd be out there forever, like, with those like metal, brushes that I feel like they were made in like the 70s and never got an upgrade. This is a really, really cool product called the King Komb. And I know you've been using this at home as well, Marcy. So tell us all about the King Komb and how awesome this little invention is.
Yes, it is an awesome invention. And I got to say, I was lucky enough to get to go to Super Zoo this year, which is the big pet trade show conference. And so I saw a lot of pet gadgets there. And there are so many cool products for pets. But I do have a dog. I have a black lab. She sheds like crazy. It is my Achilles heel trying to get all of that black hair up. And I think I typically do a good job of it. And I was telling you earlier, Greg, so we have this carpet underneath our dining room table, and I had already vacuumed it and I thought it was good, but then this came in the mail and I thought, well, I need to try it even though I've already vacuumed. I'm going to see if this can get any hair up. And so basically this rubberized, you're seeing right there, I'm trying to get you so you're seeing these little nubs. And I was thinking that this was just for the pet itself, but I thought I'm going to try it on the carpet and see what happens. And so I just run it along like this on the carpet. And I wish I would have videoed it, because you guys would not believe the amount of black hair this pulled up. And again, this was after I vacuumed. It was embarrassing. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't I didn't video it, because it would be really embarrassing to have that live. But was amazed with it. And then I was kind of obsessed with what a great job it did that I took it to my stairs and I started pulling black hair out of my stairs that I thought looked relatively clean. But sure enough, this finds it. So if you have a dog, a cat, anyone who sheds, even horses, I saw a lot of people use this for horses. I cannot recommend it enough, just for that purpose. But then on top of that, it has these retractable blades here. And Greg, you were talking about the metal combs. This is like that, but it's kind of like a souped up version of it. You've got 3 different blades, 3 different serrations, if you will. They don't hurt the animal, but they're designed to really grab that hair. So you're getting that hair off so you don't have so much hair around your house. And then once it pulls the hair, this is so clever. When you move that, the blades retract into the device, and then all of the hair is left right here, and you could just put that in the trash. So super clever for both uses. I have to say, something I figured out last night, just kind of randomly, is my dog's been itching a lot. Her skin is really dry, as is mine. It's so hot and dry here right now. But I put some vitamin E on her coat, and this works really well to just get it into the coat. And it feels so good to her. She's getting that massage, but it's also getting that oil down in and helping her with that dry, itchy skin. So lots of uses for this. And again, this is another one of those great gifts. If you have someone that has a pet, dog, cat, horse, anything, they're going to appreciate it, because it's going to solve a problem for them and for their pet, which is always a good thing to have a dual use.
Always a good thing to have. And again, 20% off by hitting that QR code that is on the screen right now. It is going to take you to a page that looks like this. When you get there, hit that upvote button. You'll get 20% off of your order, whether you're ready to order now or you want to save this for a holiday gift in the future. Such a really cool product. They have an incredible maker story as well. Make sure you guys check that out on the page as well. Just a really, really cool product for, again, dog lovers, a cat lover, horses, really any animal that sheds. This is really going to help you out. It's already a pretty inexpensive product, under $20. You get it for $16 for being a part of the Grommet shopper community. Love this product. And talking about cleaning things, right? We're talking about dogs who shed, and now we're going to talk about men who get a little dirty, right? We have the Surly soap. These guys are super cool, and I had a chance to check out and try out Surly soap in the shower yesterday, and let me tell you, there's been times I was talking to Marcy earlier. I remember in like college, I went and tree farms, and I worked at Christmas tree farms, and I would get all of like the sap from the trees would be all over, and I would take, you know, washcloths and soap, and you'd be in the shower for 30-40 minutes trying to get it all off. I wish I had something like Surly soap. It's really cool because it's kind of got two sides to it. It's got a kind of a rough, spongy side on one side and then the soap on the other, and the soap seeps right through, gets right into your skin. And I see this for the kids when they are, you know, coming out of a muddy sports day, right? Like leaving football. Also good for the nails, right? Getting all the dirt and the grunge out of the nails. If you get the kids who run into the, you know, the sandbox, things like that. But also all kinds of workers, right? If you're a construction worker, a roofer, you know, someone who's just gets dirty at the end of the day, this is an incredible tool for you. I will say, like for myself personally, because, you know, we love telling you the truth about these products. This probably isn't my personal everyday soap because I sit behind a computer and talk to people all day, right? But for those that are working hard, that are getting dirty, I love what they did here at Surly. Marcy, anything to add to this as we talk about these really, really cool guys at Surly soap?
Yeah, I think it is. It's a really inventive, you know, soap is soap and it's been soap forever, just the way it is. But so they are so clever to have built in these, you know, like you said, this kind of rougher sponge on the back, and then that groove right there is so clever for your nails. And I think you're right. I think it's for, you know, whether you're a construction worker or maybe you're a painter, maybe you are a car mechanic or a boat mechanic, where you're getting that oil and that grime. Having this, from what I understand, for those purposes, I haven't used it for that purpose, but I understand that it works really, really well. I particularly like, it's sort of a loofah, kind of I would say kind of an intense version of a loofah, but I like the idea of using this on my feet because my heels, I mean, I do get, you know, those calluses and things. And I think this is a great solution for your feet. And also if you're someone whose elbows get a little dirty, my son, I won't say which one, but I do notice sometimes his elbows are dirty. And I thought this is perfect for that because it is that rougher skin and it can take that more of a harsh abrasion. And I think it would really do the job well. So very clever, very cool. Another great stocking stuffer, I gotta say. A lot of these are just such great. I mean, they're great for yourself, but also so great to give to other people that, you know, when you have someone in your life that is, you know, does those kind of duties that we talked about. My mom paints a lot. I could see her really enjoying that for, you know, trying to get that off of her hands when she's done painting. So lots of uses for it. Very clever, very innovative, which I always love for sure. And I love that you said, Greg, earlier about reading the maker story. I just want to make sure everybody gets that on the listing page for each product. If you scroll down, you'll see that you get to actually hear the story or see the story in text about the maker. And to me, that's always when you're buying a product and there's a story behind it, especially if you're gifting it, it just makes it that much more special. And when you get to tell somebody about that story and who it was that invented it and why, it's so clever. And it just makes gifting more meaningful. And that is really kind of what the Grommet has been all about since the beginning. So I'm so glad that that is a part of every listing page. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I love the maker story here. Designing a garage in Seattle, Washington. And that is exactly how I feel about the product. Really, really cool. I love that you brought up the thing about the feet, about the hands, about the elbows. Just really, really cool product. Make sure you check these guys out. Head on over to the Grommet, hit that QR code, get on over there. Again, this is a great stocking stuffer. This is a great present. This is something that, hey, if you're watching this and, you know, you're the man in your life needs a little, you know, extra little elbow grease to get that dirt off, make sure that you grab this. Again, great discount when you go through Grommet. So head on over to the Grommet, look for Surly Soap, and you can check that one out. Marcy, we've got one more to round out this week's special edition of Grommet Live. And this is a cool one. You got the black one. I've got the white one. I love that we always get different colors and like share different things out here.
Do you request that, or does that just happen?
I think it's just random. I don't tell them anything. Maybe they're just smarter than we are when they send us things.
They might be. And I always love the colors that I get. Like, this is one of my favorite colors. So
this is the SofaStud. And at first glance, you're like, what is this alien mushroom looking thing? And I am so excited. Like last night, I was on the couch testing this product out, and it goes in between your couch cushions. That's what this piece is for. And you put your drink in here. And we have one of those big couches, like family style couches that have a ton of those cracks, like in between all the different cushions. And, you know, I don't always have, if I'm sitting in the middle, got kids on both sides of me, my drink's way over yonder. Just stick this in between the couch cushions, put your drink in there. It does not fall. It is not flimsy. It is such a cool innovation. I love it. You could also put like snacks in here, all kinds of other stuff. I think this is super cool. And again, you know, maybe for that college kid in your life who needs one of these, someone who's got a man cave, this is like perfect for the man cave. I really like what these guys have done. It's such, I love that sometimes you just have these super simple innovations. Like, this isn't necessarily rocket science. They didn't spend 20 years engineering. Like, this is just solves a problem and it makes your life just a little bit better. And that's what I see with the SofaStud. Marcy, what do you got to say about these guys?
Well, and it's fun. I think products like this always do so well because they are fun. They solve a problem that is kind of a fun problem. You know, having tailgating, or not tailgating, but watching sporting events and things like that, watching a movie on your couch and you don't know where to put your drink, and to have this, and maybe you just have it underneath your coffee table or something, and you can just pull it out and pop it in between the cushions. It's brilliant. And two use stories I got to say is my nephew just had his birthday last week, and I gave him some of these. His bedroom is sort of a man cave of sorts, where he's got this big sectional sofa, and I gave him a bigger gift also, which I thought he was going to be so excited about, but it was really the SofaStud that he loved. Like, he pushed the other gift aside and it was all about the SofaStud. So he's excited about it. I love that you just said college kids, because I am actually going tomorrow morning. I'm flying to Austin to see my son Jack for Parents Weekend, and he lives in the fraternity house. And I cannot think of a better use for these than in a fraternity house, where everyone's always watching sporting events. They are always spilling. It is a constant mess. They are going to eat this up. I can't wait to bring these. So I wish they had the orange color, which I don't think they do. But anyway, I'm going to bring the black and the white. And so that's the colors that I've seen are the black, the white, and the burgundy. But I mean, I can see you could put a college decal on and kind of have fun with it.
Yeah, I think that's what's really cool. Again, like you said, you can personalize it with, you know, if you got a man cave that's all about a sports team, a certain college, certain professional team, you can deck that out. And I'm going to pull up the page one more time. So I think this is really cool. You can see that video on the left-hand side of how they're just dropping drinks in there. They're pushing the cushions. Like, this thing is very sturdy. It is very cool. Great for the whole family. Something that, especially if you're gifting it, you're probably going to want 2, 3, 4 of these for different parts of the couch, different people. But I really love what these guys have done and how they have built this. So I'm going to pull this up one more time. Make sure you hit that QR code. Get yourself 20% off. It takes it from $24.99 to $19.99. Again, great stocking stuffer, great for the holidays, great for Thanksgiving that's coming up, like all of these great shopping holidays. Make sure that you check out the SofaStud.
For Thanksgiving. The other thing is, I just saw in that picture there, I wanted to say, because at first I didn't understand what this was about, the hole right here, which you can't really see on the black, but that is for the handle of your coffee cup. And so I thought that was so clever, because so many times cup holders, that's the one thing you can't put in a cup holder, is the coffee cup with a handle. So they have thought of that, which I thought was really, really smart. And they have different diameters. So depending on how big your cup is, or even putting a popcorn thing in there, you can use it for all kinds of things. And clever name. I love the name.
Love the name. Love the product. Great guys. Amazing products that we got to share here today. Started with Foxgloves. We had the PowerHold, the Komb, Surly Soap, SofaStud. Woo, lots of S's towards the end. Surly Soap, SofaStud. Amazing stuff. All of these and all the products that we launched this week are up right now on Grommet. Head to thegrommet.com. Click on that new tab. Start upvoting all your favorites. Of course, we didn't have time to talk about all the products that launched this week. 20 plus new products launch every single Thursday on Grommet. Marcy and I come to you every single Friday to share some of our favorites of the week. But there are so many other cool products. We wish we could spend, hours and hours talking to you guys. That's just not the reality. But Marcy, this is just so much fun. I love talking about this stuff.
I do too. And I know next week we're coming back with a lot of products, and I'm super excited for that. So that's going to be, we're going to be moving and shaking on that one, but there's so many good ones. I can't wait. And it's just so much fun. And I have to say, guys, when you get those emails that have those 20 products in, take a minute. It's actually so much fun to do, to go through them. I do it with my kids, and we all vote for our favorite ones. And it's no harm. Even if you decide you don't want to buy them, you're not committing to purchasing. You're just, if you think it's clever, you're supporting that inventor or maker and helping their business, which is so appreciated. And then, as Greg said, if you want to buy down the road, even if you're not wanting to buy now or even ever, but it's going to be saved in your account so that you'll always have that 20% coupon when you're ready to purchase. So, I mean, you can't lose. It's such a win-win on every level. I love that concept. I'm so glad the Grommet introduced that. It's just,
yeah. So just on that, your coupon code, your discount code never expires, which is super cool. You don't have to use it today, this week. And then the other thing is, so many people say that they want to support small business, but maybe they don't have the financial means. Hey, I love this inventor, but like, I can't go buy 100 of your products. This is your opportunity to help them. Just give them that upvote. The more upvotes they get, the higher they rank on Grommet, the more people get to see their products and check them out. Love that you brought that up, Marcy. So again, head to thegrommet.com, start upvoting your favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Grommet Live. We can't wait to see you next week on every Friday on Facebook, on YouTube, on thegrommet.com, where you can check out some of the coolest new products launched on the internet. Marcy, thank you again, as always, for your time, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
See you next time. Bye-bye.